Oh, okay. All right, so guys, officially welcome to TED Ed Club. You guys are among the elite. You guys are going to be sharing your ideas, your passions, not only with me, but with the world. This is an opportunity that only comes once in a lifetime, if you're lucky. There are just over 1,000 clubs around the world. We applied for this process. We talked to the facilitators at TED Ed to see if we were a good fit for their program, and obviously we are, because you guys have it together. This is going to be a journey. We're going to start by just looking at you as individuals, looking at the things that you're really passionate about in life, and looking at how and if that is worth sharing with the world. So we're going to really dig deep. We're going to work together. We're going to have a lot of discussions. We're going to watch a lot of the existing TED Talks to see other people who are passionate and how they share their ideas in passionate ways. At the very end of this, you guys will have a TED-style presentation, just a 5-6 minute long presentation. You can use visuals, you can use any sorts of aids you want, you can work together, but you're going to be sharing an idea with other people that you think will affect them and help better their lives, okay? So it's not just talking about a hobby and how it makes you happy on the weekends. It's how can you take something and use it in a powerful way to affect other people. So the first stage of this will be brainstorming, talking about those ideas, digging deeper about those ideas. You guys will be doing research. You'll be reaching out to people outside of school, making connections around the world with other TED Ed members, with some of the speakers we see in these videos. The sky is the limit here. So we're really going to set you guys up and help guide you in developing your ideas and your passions and sharing that in a powerful way. So today I have just a short video that kind of summarizes what those passions look like. We'll start doing some brainstorming. We also have some letter writing to do to help also show the worth of our school and our program at the state level. So we got a lot of things for you guys to do. We're going to keep you busy, keep you on your toes. We're going to have a lot of fun in here. Anytime you have a question, a concern, just please let it be known and we'll help you guys out. If you haven't seen TED Talks before, or if you've only seen a limited number, this is your homework, guys. If you're bored, don't YouTube South Park or some dancing cat. Look at some TED Talks, man. These people have some powerful, powerful ideas about the world and what the world's going to look like in your future. So it's definitely not a waste of time. There are TED Talks on almost every topic you can imagine. As you're going to see here, these people really care, and they really want to affect other people's lives.
Ever stop to think where teen depression comes from? How it happens and who's vulnerable to it? I'm Kate and I asked those questions. Through research, I found this. 1 in 8 teenage girls experience a major depressive episode, while only 1 in 21 teenage boys do. It's crazy to think that girls are more vulnerable, right? Let alone gay teens, because they're 2 times as likely. And it's worse for teens that aren't even sure that they're gay, or bisexual teens. They're 7 times as likely compared to a straight person. Why does this happen? Bullying is the #1 source that causes depression in teens. One form is name calling. Saying things like fag and dyke are examples. There's harassment, bullying, violence, and hate crimes too. There's also this big problem with rejection at home. Not only do LGBT teens experience bullying outside of the home, but also, a lot of the times there's rejection and bullying inside the home. I can only imagine how much of a living nightmare this could be. Why am I talking about this? I am one of those teens. I was bullied at school, I got called the names, and I got rejected for being me. But why should you care? There's so many teens out there cutting themselves and suffering from alcohol and drug addiction, and even killing themselves because of this. This really doesn't apply to just the LGBT community alone. It applies to all forms of bullying and rejection. You should care because it could be your son or your daughter, or it could be your neighbor, or your friend, or your brother, or even your sister, or even yourself who's being bullied, just for being themselves. There's a couple organizations out there to help with things like this. There's the No Hate campaign. which is a silent protest against Proposition 8. Proposition 8 is basically where California made a ballot initiative to ban gay marriage, which this isn't only in California, it's in many other states too. But it's a spread to symbolize the fact that people in the LGBT community are being silenced. There's one of my favorite movements called To Write Love in Our Arms. It's a non-profit organization that helps with depression, self-injury, addiction, and suicide. It's a movement to help people who are struggling with all forms of mental illnesses. Their goal is to get people the help that they need. And there's the It Gets Better project. This is meant to show support for gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender people. It's meant to inspire and create the changes that are needed. And it sends a message that whatever situation, it gets better. If you are a teen going through this, even if you don't consider yourself part of the LGBT community, there are ways to cope and help yourself. My personal favorites are to draw and read. My only disclaimer is that these coping mechanisms alone may not be enough for your own situation. I can't encourage you enough to talk to a friend or trust it at all. But you don't need to be part of a nationwide campaign or organization. You can personally make a difference and get involved. Make a gay straight alliance club. Create a public announcement or a poster. Be friends with someone who may be getting bullied, and it could be as simple as a smile.
Riding that board. It's a strange phenomenon how this piece of wood, wheels, and a turning system has made so many people so happy. I don't really know how to describe it, but you're just really, really excited. That's probably all it is. It's just excitement. Like getting a bike at Christmas or something.
I didn't like to do anything that other kids were doing. And skateboarding, when I started skateboarding, it was definitely what other kids weren't doing. Like just goofy, weird kids were skating, and I liked that, so I tried it.
Skateboarding is different from other sports because you can add whatever you want to it. Like, there's not really much else to do in baseball. You know, you hit the ball. But if you skateboard, you can contribute to skateboarding. You can make things up, and you can really add to it. And there's so much like personal style involved in it that you can look at a silhouette of a photo of a guy and you can know who it is. I think that's really great and unique. And like the artistic part about skateboarding is that it sounds corny, but it's how you express yourself.
I've always been around a board, which is not pretty typical coming from the East Coast. My mom said I found a skateboard somewhere like a neighbor's or in the garage or something. And then I wouldn't leave it alone, so she just got me one. I think I was like 6 or something. A lot of kids stop skating because it becomes just harder to do, but I was kind of blessed with like a lot of places to skate, and then being close to a big city. It was always pretty easy to progress as far as just places to go skate, simple as that. I guess, skateboarding is kind of, at this point, it is what you make it, so, it's the way to enjoy the day, it's work. It's changed as I've gotten, a little older, but it's still the same old, just, enjoy it.
I started skateboarding a few years back because I needed something to do with my life. I was dealing with a lot of depression and a lot of stress at home and at school. And like a lot of these other pros, when I found skateboarding, it gave me that thing to do, and it gave me that enjoyment. And so what I wanted to talk about wasn't just about skateboarding, but more or less finding that thing that you love to do in life, that you enjoy. And that's important to have, because that's what keeps us going and keeps us alive. That's how we live our lives. And it's a good way to do it, is find something that you love. When I started skating, it was just that thing to me that was different from other sports. Because it, like Jerry Suit in the second clip said, it has its own components to it. Like with baseball, you just hit the ball. And with skating, it's so much more to it. Like you can add all your own styles to it. Like there's so many styles. Like there's street, vert, flat, freestyle, and park. And I kind of do a variety of all of them. And it's just adding your style to it gives you the passion to do more with it. It gives that fun. Because of skateboarding, because of the thing I found that I love in my life, I can't stop. So that's what we need to do, is just find that thing that we love in life and keep living.
Saving the world one more time using ramen. Ramen is a cheap, easy way to eat well, and lots of people eat it. It's delicious. And in my presentation, I can tell you about how to save the world using ramen, how to make it healthy, and peaceful comes to the world when people have enough to eat. Mama Bukuano said that. You see a mention of ramen. He invented it in World War II during the food shortage. And during the food shortage, the U.S. sent ramen. It sent wheat to Japan, and Japan made bread and noodles out of it, mostly bread. Mama Buku knew that it wasn't culturally correct, and I think we can all agree. This is what became of it. Gourmet ramen, weird ramen, you know, whole thing. Some people have sour cream in their ramen, other people have peanut butter. And there's tons of different ways to make it. Ramen can be fixed to anyone's cultural taste. You can add carrots and onions and make the noodles yourself and use vegetable broth. Easy vegetarian. You can try to use rice flour and make it gluten-free. Or you can just buy the packaged stuff and add hamburger and cheese and macaroni and call it whatever, and it'll be delicious anyways. Weird ramen is totally awesome. Just saying. Then there's the Ramen Museum in Japan, and Mamabuku started the museum to show people about it. And there's a ramen tunnel there. It starts from the beginning of when ramen was invented to like now. And then there's also space ramen. You can also save the world using ramen. It takes about $1 trillion to buy enough ramen for every hungry mouth on the planet. And if everyone chips in, then we can all feed the hungry mouths on the planet and no one will ever starve. And I think that's an amazing thing.
Hi, I'm Alex Laidlaw. And I'm going to talk about the importance of recreation, being outside, and just having fun. Which is why I decided to do my presentation down at the river. This awesome view here. I'd like to think of recreation as the power of playing. As a way of getting rid of stress and being interactive at the same time. As a way of syncing your body and mind together as one. As a way of interacting with people in the best kind of way. As a recreation fanatic, I was always playing when I was supposed to be working. Work being swimming. When I was a kid, I'd go to open swim 3 times a week. While there, I'd just play around, lay on the bottom of the pool, mostly just make the lifeguards mad. But while I was there, I realized I was testing my breath capacity, my endurance, and just plain old having fun. So later on I realized all that playing around made me better at longboarding, swimming, and any other kind of sport you can think of. Which is why I think kids should just stop trying to play on their iPads, doing work, and just go out and have some fun in the outdoors. Thank you.
So what's recreation to me? Recreation to me is just riding my longboard, cruising the open road, making new friends, just having a good time. Enjoy the rest of the video.
I don't believe kids don't want to play. I believe kids just aren't given the incentive to play. Nowadays, all you see on TV is ads for smartphones, tablets, and fast food, and just about anything else that doesn't support outdoor recreational activity. So I propose that parents take away the iPads, tablets, and just give kids something to do outside. I want to see kids out in the woods again. I want to see kids on their bikes. I want to hear sounds of laughter just in the neighborhood. Right now, neighborhoods are dead. I think parents just give their kids something like this longboard here. This is how I practice my outdoor recreation. And mainly, I just want to see kids out in nature right here, like where I'm at right now. It's beautiful. That's my message. Thank you.
We all have days when we don't want to get out of bed, where we feel lost and alone, like nobody understands us, but imagine that being every day. For some people, it is. People are constantly told to just cheer up, or that other people have it worse, and they should just stop being so depressed all the time. What other people don't understand is that all they're doing is making them feel worse about themselves. They already know that others have it worse. They already feel like nobody cares about how they're feeling. All these people are doing is forcing them to hide how they feel to the world. Do you ever wonder why that seemingly happy girl wears long sleeves when it's boiling hot out? Or why that cute guy, you never see him eating lunch? Or why your partner goes to the bathroom every day after dinner? Or why your sibling locks themselves in their room all day, every day? If you know the signs, then you'll notice them all around you. You'll notice them in your friends and colleagues, in your family, and even in yourself. Signs are not just of depression, but anxiety as well. Most people know the signs like persistently feeling empty, hopeless, or worthless. Signs like crying frequently or always being tired, loss of interest, difficulty concentrating, things like that. What a lot of people don't know is that being overly happy is also a sign of depression. So are frequent headaches or a poor immune system, and generalized anxiety disorder has a lot of the same symptoms, along with a few more, like going to the bathroom more often, trembling, or being easily startled. You might be thinking that you see a lot of these symptoms in people you know, and wondering how you can help them. And first of all, you need to find out if there's actually anything wrong. Don't ask constantly because that could get annoying, but every once in a while, just check to see if they're alright. If you don't open up, then don't push it. You could cause a panic attack. If that does happen, then a few things to remember. First, you need to stay calm. Do not leave them alone, and do not touch them without their express permission. Ask if they need medication or to move somewhere quiet, and don't assume anything, and don't do anything sudden. If they yell at you and just tell you to leave them alone, then sit with them until they calm down. Sometimes all a person really needs is for somebody to just be there for them. And sometimes there's nothing you can do. All you can do is try to be there for them when they need you. So don't tell people that they need to just cheer up or that their feelings aren't valid, because you don't know what they're really feeling.
Now I'm passing my homies, we intimate and tragic. When I grabbed them, I've had it too much of the madness. What happened? Fasten up, cause we headed for traffic. Pass it up, if you can't tell me if you can grab it, I got it. And I'm about to blast off, let's get it poppin'. I'm Mr. Hoffman, I'm on the best of the block and I stop it. I'ma get you back on the trap, let's get to it. Cause I'm back on the map now, there's more to it. Matter of fact, it's more elusive than music. It's most amusive, I get the beat and abuse it. Sit in your seat and you lose it. The rapping's a contracted to the massive. It's most appreciated in fathom, unless the poet certainly passive. Or is working a worth this passage. A verse is worth the widest wisdom in words. And every line I induce a picture this passion. To me, rapping is a passion. It's more than just a useless beat and simple lyrics. I hear the beat, and my mind unfolds. I write lyrics that have a lot of meaning to it and interest. I use subliminal messages, double entendres, and irony to get the interest of people. Most people lack interest in rap music because of the unnecessary profanity that goes along with it. Not all rap music consists of that, though. You can find a lot of rappers that use poetic words in their songs. I can promise you, though, that if you listen to my music, you will find the fullest of my passion and hear my story through my eyes and the way I think other people view it.
Rap. Dubstep. Rock. Country. Metal. There are many types of music, and music's been around forever, for hundreds of years, maybe even thousands of years, and music has become better. It's evolved more. We've found better ways to make it. We've found many different ways to make it. There are, like I said, many types of music, and anyone can make music. You don't just need a guitar or a drum set, although those are the traditional ways, and they always will be. You can make music on a computer, download software, you can make any music you want with that software. Music these days is a part of everyone's life. I mean, I realize that, but you are moved by your favorite type of music. And some people love one specific type of music or several specific types of music, but some people have genres that they hate, they can't stand, and music that they hate. And what those people don't realize is that someone else is moved by that type of music. Not just the audience, but the composer, the producer. So what I'm saying is everyone should accept all types of music. You don't have to listen to it, you don't have to love it, but everyone should accept all types of music. A couple weeks ago I went to see Jeff Goop live in Detroit. He's a hometown favorite here in Marine City. My mom went to school with him and knows him. But he wasn't the only one there. He was the headliner, and there was an acoustic guy opening, then rapper, and then Jeff Goop. When I went to this concert, I went with my parents, my mom's best friend, and my grandparents. And I was the only one out of all of us that actually liked or appreciated the rap. I don't think my parents understand it enough or appreciate it well enough to accept it. They were, on the way home, they were mocking it. And like they were saying, oh, half the time he was on stage, he was doing, And I guess they don't realize that all rappers do that and get paid. And some say music should be relevant to something real or something important, something people can relate to. Like the song, What Does the Fox Say? I know a guy who heard the song and What Does the Fox Say? And his first reaction was, what does this mean? It's stupid. How is this relevant at all? And a lot of other people, like me and myself, will say, just have fun with music. As long as you're having fun and you're good at it. And that's what I said about the Fox song. I said, it's pretty funny, it's catchy, it's fun to listen to. So as long as your music can be relevant to something real, something important, but as long as you're having fun, that's what matters. I make music, several types of music, and music's given me a path. I make acoustic music, I make house music, I make rap music, and my message today is, like I said, everyone should accept all types of music. You don't have to listen to it or love it. If someone else is playing a song that you don't like, either walk away or put in your own earbuds, or if it comes down to it, ask them to shut it off. But if everyone accepts all types of music, I think we'll all get along much better.
These are sounds. Sounds are a way of communication. Sounds are a way of understanding. Not as far as a commonsensical question or words. As you can see, the honking of a horn lets you know when to turn, when to stop, when somebody else is behind you. Without music, without sound, we would not know how to live. There would be a part of life missing and a part of life that would have no understanding. This is the key essence of life, in my opinion. And without this, as you can see, it cuts out. This doesn't sound right. You could be hit by a car at any second if there was no noise. Without noise, the world would not function the way that it does currently. It lets you know when to be alert. It lets you know when to avoid danger. It lets you know what's going on. And in another way, it lets you communicate ideas. It lets you communicate thoughts and feelings. This is as far as music goes. And as far as music takes me, I can say that I'm a beatboxer, and that's how I communicate my feelings. Here's a 60 beat per minute metronome. A beatbox can go over this and explain more than just feelings and emotions. It can explain what's going on. And here's how I do it. Now we pick it up a little bit, give me 100 beat per minute. Now to speed things up a little bit. Give me 160. Let's go with 160 beat per minute. Break it down now. And without that, you would have no idea how I'm feeling. And at this moment in time, I'm pretty pumped. This is Ted Ed, and this is what we do. I'm Matt Nichols.
There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. Finally, I can see you crystal clear. Go ahead and sell me out and I'll lay your ship there. See how I live with every piece of you. Don't underestimate the things that I will do. There's a fire starting in my heart, reaching a fever pitch and it's bringing me out the dark. The scars of your love remind me of us. They keep me thinking that we almost had it all. The scars of your love, they leave me breathless. I can't help
It was
feeling.
vivid and I push you to the limits. This is real rap, dog. No more gimmick show. Let me get it. So I step back, I'm ripping. I step back, I'm tripping up. No, let me take it to a new level. Man, I'm trying to get it crazy, but you know that I've been what? Straight get it. Hey, hey, hey. Get up on that beat, cause you know that beat rocks it. Got a kid and he steady beatboxing. No, I'm wild, no, we freestyle. Watch my beat stop, so stopped up on that top and we chillin' up in school. No, I'm not a fool. Steady sleeping cast over watch as I drool, cause you get it to the hardest. Always hit that target, chilling up and talking, so you know I get a bargain return.
I'm Butch Gibbon from Riverview East High School, and this is my TED Talk on the outdoors. I'd like to start off talking about camping. It's a great thing to do. It involves your family, your close friends. You go out there, tell fun, exciting stories. You also get to just sit out there, have a bonfire, roast some s'mores, and at night you can hear the waves crashing against the rocks. You can see the fireflies in the tree line. You got the moon coming out. Super nice. I like hiking all the time through the woods. Just going out there, taking walks, see what you can see. My uncle has a house in West Virginia where you can just sit on the back porch. You can see the deer come through his yard. You got the raccoons, rabbits. It's incredible. I love fishing. I go uptown all the time. You catch silver bass and perch up there. Great thing to do. It's a tradition of ours. We go up there every year and just have a lot of fun, just relaxing, catching fish, having a little fire. I do the same thing with my friend. We go out in the woods, no agenda. If we see something, like a squirrel, great. If not, no big deal. Just out there having fun, a little bonfire, just chatting. I do skeet shooting in the spring through the fall. And all it is they take a little orange disc, put it in the launch and they shoot it up in the air, and you shoot it up in the air with your shotgun or whatever rifle you got. Pretty much mainly use shotguns. All this stuff teaches you great sportsmanship. It teaches you just great life skills. You can provide for yourself. You got cool stories to talk about. Just relaxing and having fun. That's my TED Talk.